one. Have you ever read the Old Testament with Deuteronomy 6:4 when it
The
says
Lord
the
our God
Lord,
is one.
the Lord our
Adonai
God is
Yisrael,
one?
Yod Hebad Elohim, Yod Hebad Yachid. The hero Israel. The Lord our God is one Lord.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
this is where Unitarians, a lot of them, they mix it up. They think when it says the Lord our God is one, that's meaning that the Lord God is one person. But no, that's not even what they're saying. Because if you
And
if you
if
go
you look
look
at
at
the
the,
word
Well, I
of
mean,
faith,
I
it
don't know. That
actually
makes
helps
sense
us.
to me. I don't
if
see.
you
I
look at
mean,
the Hebrew,
Hebrew actually
that's
helps us.
a little
It says
vague,
he's
yeah,
one
right?
unity.
if you
The
look if
Hebrew word one actually helps us.
yeah,
That would be some like foreshadowing there.
like Jehovah God is a compound one. Even if you look at the Hebrew, how the word that's the sense in which they're one, because they're the same being, or they have the same nature.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just
I
like
don't
how
know.
it's one human
I don't
race.
know. I feel like that's kind of like I don't know. I feel like that one's a little
Just
pushing
like
it.
how it's one human race. It's one human race. We're one, right? As a race, but we're different peoples, different persons.
All right.
Like all of us, we're one in
Time
the
out.
same.
Time out. That passage you just read off. Where's that from?
Uh,
He does not have bad analogies. I don't think he has
Well,
bad.
no. The thing is, I know you guys hate analogies. I know you guys hate analogies, but like, I think they're good. I think they're good.
Yeah, I don't think he. Ooh,
Well, every time I tell them about
ooh.
hey brother, no, sir, but this is actually a thing though. Like a lot of analogies,
You said
a
I
lot
can't
of
comprehend the church fathers' analogies.
no, you can.
What are you saying? I can't replicate it? What did you just
Well,
say?
well, basically, hold on. Yard, let me talk. Yard, let me talk. Basically, all Yard is saying is that no analogy is perfect, and the only perfect ones have already been said by the church fathers. Like every analogy I told you was not perfect, and you realize that. But basically saying,
No. I thought you. No, some of them were well enough.
I I, I
okay,
think I think there's better analogies. Like the
the fire,
analogy I
the
use,
fire.
the analogy I use, the one me and Soma use. It's like
Well,
there's one government.
to give credit, Holy Redemption did do a good analogy, right?
Yeah, no, he did, and
He used the last name to.
I yeah, and
Yeah,
I
that's a good
have one.
analogy.
I have one as well, because I actually think it's a better analogy, and I gotta give shout out to Soma Kun, because he used it first, and I used it too. But it's actually a good analogy. So let's say how in the United States there's one government, right? And within
Sure.
this one government, you have three branches. You have three branches of government, right? You have the Supreme Court, right? The judicial branch. You
Yeah.
have the executive branch, and then you have the legislative branch. Now we could say, right, in this analogy, we could say that these three branches of government, they are distinct. These three branches are not each other, but these three branches are still that one government. They're all still a government. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
much better analogy.
So just like how it's one government, it's like how it's one Jehovah, but three distinct persons, just like three distinct branches of the government, but they're
Yeah,
all one.
exactly. Correct. And that's why we're saying that it's a It's a compound one. It's a plural one.
I love
It's not-
using analogies. I'm
It's
sorry.
not a. It's not a new. It's not a numerical one, because Muslims kind of do the same thing. Muslims do the same thing with their own theology, with the Allah stuff and all of that. Like when you say God is one, like that's too vague. You have to substantiate what do you mean by that? How is God one? God is one what, right? Is he one being? Is he one person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's vague, just saying God is one. One what? One could be anything. Like,
Yeah.
So we believe that it's one Lord, 3 persons. That's simple.
Well, there would be 2 lords.
Well, no, because the Bible says that it's only one Lord.
it's a compound one. It's the plurality and unity. It's a compound one.
Yep. Unity. And by Lord, I meant Jehovah, because in English, like Jehovah's always or Yahweh, it's always translated to the Lord. That's what I meant. I meant Yahweh when I said Lord.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing, like I was saying, when people have misunderstandings of our position, people have to understand how words are used. Being and person are not; those words don't mean the same thing. Being simply refers to nature, and we affirm one God. We believe in only one being. Now, if somebody said 2 beings or 3 beings, well, that would be
2 gods, 3 gods.
now that would be polytheism, because 3 beings,
multiple gods.
3 beings would mean three different essences or 3 different natures. But we don't believe in 3 different natures. That's the point. That would be polytheism. 3 different natures. But
And
we don't
guess
believe
what? The
that.
Unitarians, people like Young Don, that he believes that the Father and the Son. Well, actually, he's starting to change his mind. He might come back to the Trinity pretty soon.
Yeah, he might come back pretty soon, but
he might come back pretty soon. But recently, he was saying, like, they're not the same. Like, they're 2 different beings. Which basically he was he in
See,
his
but
mind,
that's I feel like we're not using better. We could use more descriptive words.
He wasn't,
because in my eyes, yes, they are 2 different beings. Right, while the Father was in heaven, the Son was on. The Son was in earth.
Person isn't being. Person isn't being. That's what we're trying to tell you. Because if you said 2 beings, that implies 2 different natures. That actually, unironically, leads to polytheism. But that's why you say you're 2 persons. They're distinct persons. They're not each other, but they're the same being. That's why we say 1 being, 3 persons. We don't believe in multiple beings.
Yeah, it's only one. It's one almighty being that is 3 persons. It's like it's one powerful human race, but it's 7 billion people.
No, I like the analogy that Sam Shamoon even gives with like I was saying, with the compound one, like with the car, right? The car analogy is pretty good.
You can say it's one car, but there's so many different parts to it.
All right, we say there's one car, right? But how many wheels does that one car have? That right? It has 4 wheels. How many
doors does it have?
Has 4 doors, right? Even though it has 4 doors and it has 4 wheels, it's still one car. It's not 2 cars. It's not 3 cars, right?
See, and the only problem with that is because, to me, it's like, well, I guess it's not been a problem. I guess it's just a conversation.
You just have a lack of understanding.
All right. So if I asked you, when does a car stop being a car?
Whatever, it's not a car anymore.
Like, no. But like, how many pieces can you take out of a car before it's not a car?
How many pieces can you take out of a? Well, what do you consider a car?
I mean, you know what a car is. Say I got a Toyota Tacoma, right?
Okay. Like, well, all you have to do is take away the Toyota.
Well, obviously the wheels don't count because those are wheels.
All you gotta do is take off the Toyota logo, and it stops being a Toyota.
No, it doesn't. It's a Toyota without the logo on it. And then if you take the engine out of a car, it's a gutted car. It's a car with no engine. You take the seats out, it's a car with no seats. You take everything but the frame off the car, and it's the frame of a car. You feel me?
Well, it's the frame of a car. A
Yeah,
car.
well, I would be careful.
Well, it is a car. It's a. If the car was built, it is now always going to be a car in a different status. Right?
I'd be a little careful only because
Well, God doesn't change though, so that wouldn't happen.
the difference between
Well, does the car doesn't change.
Well, no,
It's still a
this is
car.
No, the car can change.
hold on. This is the difference between a car and God, though, right? Like a car will have, like we'd say for example, like a hood of a car, right? You say that's part of the car, but like obviously we wouldn't say
God does not have parts. No.
yeah, we would say God has parts, right? But I'm just using that analogy to demonstrate that within that one car, there's distinction. There's distinction within that one car.
Yeah, this is the reason why we don't like using analogies because they can be taken.
No,
But like it's still good for you to understand. But you can get confused.
Well, that's the thing about analogies, right? I don't like that whole principle of, don't want to use analogy because it can be mistaken. Just give multiple analogies.
Well, that's what I do. I just throw a whole bunch of
that's how things work, right?
Sometimes you have to so people understand. I mean, after all,
come on, like parables and analogies was this like damn near the language of Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I was just about to say
like,
that.
We can't see these
spoke in parables, like, and that's the point, to give understanding.
It doesn't have to be to the T.
Yeah, that's like I just
actually whenever somebody tells me
because it becomes a point, like it depends on you, right? Like that's why I'm asking you guys is like genuinely, what point does a car stop being a car?
I don't know.
You don't know, but do you think there is a point, or do you think there isn't a point?
I mean, well, I guess we can say this: if you remove one wheel from the car, it is no longer a car but a three-wheeler.
Well, no, it's just a car with three wheels.
No, it's not, because a car needs four wheels.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does. Yes, it does. Look, look it up. A car needs four wheels. If it doesn't, if a car doesn't have four wheels, if it has more wheels,
it's just a three-wheeled car.
No,
no. It wouldn't be a functioning car, but it'd still be a car in a technical sense.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
Because look, you can take the engine out. You can take everything out of the car, right?
Well, bro, all cars.
The only time a car stops being a car is when you take out whatever is holding it.
No, bro. If you take out the seats, it's not a car no more because all cars have seats.
Yeah, that's. So where would you say the car is located?
If you take off a wheel, it's not a car anymore. It's a three-wheeler because
no, it's still a car.
No, all cars.
Whoa,
all cars. Let me finish my point. All cars have four wheels. If you have more wheels, you're a truck, and if you have less wheels, you're either a three-wheeler or a two-wheeler or a bike.
Boom, that's not true.
It is true. All cars need four wheels.
See, and that's my point right there. That's my point. The way that we can see shit. Oh, I'm sorry. The way that we can see things so differently, right? If you imagine the Batmobile, okay? The Batmobile has two wheels, or it has four wheels in the front and two in the back, like the old school one, right?
That's a truck.
No, that's definitely a car.
Well, how many wheels is that? How many wheels is that?
But it has six wheels. It's a six-wheeled car.
That's a truck, bro.
See, and I look right here. This is exactly what I feel like is going on in my perspective. When you guys talk about the Trinity, it's this. It's like,
well, no, the other people, they would.
We're talking about the same thing, but we're not talking about the same thing.
But other people would disagree with me on this. I'm probably unique to this view. But look, this is the thing. How many wheels does a car have?
As many as a car needs.
Well, how many wheels do you have to add until it stops being a car?
The thing is, the wheels don't make the car.
Well, no, wheels are.
You know what makes the car? Everything but the wheels.
Brother, my house has properties. If you remove one of my properties from my house, it's no longer a house. And I'm not talking about the things inside the house, like the couch.
The point of the analogy, the point of the car analogy, I only brought up the car analogy to show that a car can be one in one sense and not one in another sense. That was kind of the whole analogy.
Yeah, no, and that's true. That's true. But I just want him to understand what I'm saying for future reference.
I understand what you're saying. But like,
no, you don't.
Different. Our philosophy is different. I understand.
I'm gonna be honest.
Where you're coming from. Our philosophy is just different.
I think
Because I believe
Just
all
how
cars have
I
four
think
wheels.
I want to move you to my side of the philosophy of cars right now. Okay. So we can, so you can see where I'm coming from. Because,
No, I see exactly where you're coming from. I just disagree.
buddy.
I see what you're talking about. Because look, at a car, right? If something is made to be a car, if it's made up out of car, how much of the car do you have to remove from the car for it to stop being a car? Basically, that car is not going to stop being a car until it's non-functioning anymore. And then still technically it's still pieces of a car.
It's still it's still a non-functioning car.
What I'm saying is that cars, right? They would have to have all their pieces to be a true car. If you remove a wheel from a car that was supposed to have four wheels, which all cars are supposed to have four wheels, then it's no longer a true car because all true cars have four wheels. If you have more wheels than four, then you are either a truck or something else. And if you remove a wheel, you are a three-wheeler. Or if you remove another one, you're either a bike or a two-wheeler.
Or you could be a truck with two wheels on it.
Well, the thing is, right, is a truck with two wheels really a truck?
Yes.
What makes a truck?
The
Do you
truck,
think a
not
truck
the
is
wheels.
big,
The wheels ain't got nothing. Look, think about it like
do you
this.
think
All
a
right,
truck
think
is
about
a
it like
big
this.
car? Is a
Anything
truck a big
that
car?
the vehicle needs, or anything that the
Well,
vehicle doesn't need to
bro, you don't
run.
have a distinguishation. You can't distinguish. You can't distinguish a truck and a car. Then you can't distinguish them.
That's like me saying, all right,
I
so
can
if
distinguish
you
them.
lost both your legs in war, right? Say a bomb hit your house, you lost both your legs. Are you no longer human?
I'm
No,
not a true
your
human.
vital organs are still
I'm
keeping you
not a
alive. You're
true
still
human
breathing,
anymore.
and you can read.
I'm less human.
All right, bro.
All true.
Okay, yes, you're literally less human, but you're not any less human being than another human being.
Yes, I am, bro. Because the other human being is a true human being. I don't have the trueness of a human being. Because all true human beings have two legs.
Can't you be equally? Is it not possible for you to be equally human being as you are equally lacking legs?
Well, I'm not equal to the other human beings because I don't have legs. The other
but you can still be a full human being and be fully missing legs.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, you still are a human.
I'm not a true human being anymore. I'm half a human being. I'm half of a
Yo, this is my only problem with you, dude. I feel like you just be making up, like you just be like, I don't know, dude. I feel like you just be hard, like you try to be hard to reason with.
A little different than the average person.
Look. Let's get back to scripture real quick because I want to bring up just one more thing because I don't know if maybe you have heard this one before. Could we go to Colossians 1 really quickly? Because
you want to share your screen? Are you on your PC by chance?
I could share screen. Like that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead. You might as well just go ahead and teach your little class real quick.
Young Don would agree with me that if you have less legs, you're less in the image of God.
This is gonna be quick.
But you're still as human as he made you. Like
I'm just playing.
Gotta be.
But Don actually said that because he thought that like being made in the image of God is like literal. He thinks that like God has like a body.
Oh no, I agree with that.
With Don or me?
With Don. Like you are less in the image of God. That's why doing certain
ESV version.
No, Don
because when you see a human who doesn't act godly, you wouldn't say he's like God. Right?
Don says if you lose an arm, you're literally less in the image of God because like God has a body just like us.
Yeah, I think so.
So why if a car loses a wheel, it's less of a car. It's not a car no more.
Yeah, sure. It could be. Yes, it's quite literally less of a car.
Okay, if you're not a true car,
and no, it's not. And no, it's not because cars don't make. I mean, wheels don't make the car.
Brother, that is a false car.
It's not a false car. What?
No, it's a false car.
It just ain't got wheels on it.
You remove the engine. That's not a car no more. It's less of a car. So once you
no. Boom, there you go. If you remove the engine.
Hold on. When you act like a sissy and you become less of a man, you're not a man anymore. You're a bitch.
No, you're still a man, but you act like a bitch.
That's it.
All right, so you're telling me if a man is less of a man, you can have sex with him now?
No.
Is it now heterosexual sex if you have sex with a femboy?
I agree with you, sir, but never mind.
Okay.
Anything but supporting the LGBT. anything but that.
Yeah, that is demon right there. That's some demonic.
Okay, let's get back on topic. Because we're actually trying to
share my screen. Hold on, give me just a
man.
second.
I'm having fun, dude. I'd rather be talking with you guys about this than like talking about Overwatch.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you can see my screen, just so I can give you.
Wait, can I make a snack real quick? I'm like, we'll just kick back.
Yeah, no, sure, yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Just kick back and relax. That you show
the boy
me.
says, "Can I make a snack?"
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Just let me know. Taco Bell burrito in the air fryer.
Just let me know when you're ready. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie though, man. Y'all some W brothers. I love y'all.
For sure. I love you too, bro. Even though you're kind of loony. But... Hey, baby. Come here.
Hey, baby is crazy.
I got this little this cat off the street. He's a little kitten.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't really like humans yet,
but
he's like.
I thought you had a wife or something. I was about to say.
Oh no.
I was so unexpected. Hey, baby.
Those are goofy.
I was like, damn, this dude just he went from playing Overwatch to having a wife out of nowhere.
I'm blessed with good looks, so I do get girls, but they're not my type. You feel me? Or I'm not their type in a sense.
Something like that.
Bro, what's wrong with you? Why do you look like that? All right, I'm gonna go make my food. What?
You got a haircut.
How you give him a haircut everywhere but his head?
Well, you know about that.
You should give him a mohawk or something. Make him look manly. That's a feminine dog. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your dog's not making it into the gates.
Dab me up, Nico. Dab me up.
No effeminate.
Dab me up.
That's a effeminate dog,
no,
bro.
It's crazy. Dab me up.
Is it a girl?
It's a boy.
Yeah, he not gonna be there.
He not gonna inherit.
Yeah, he not gonna inherit the kingdom.
Why you looking at my hand, bro? It's because I got peanut butter on my hand. Leave me alone.
I'll be right back. You hungry?
Hey, sit down. Sit. Stay. Hey, chill out. Chill, bro. I don't got no peanut butter on my hand. Yeah. Sit down, you black monkey. Yeah. You want to get beat? I'm going to beat your ass. Come here now. Is it a sin to beat your animals, guys? Now listen right here, nigga. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, you bitch. All right, keep messing with me. All right, tighten up, little man. Holding your hands like that, you little sissy. Hey, no, tighten up. All right, you gonna chill? Are you gonna chill? Take a chill pill.
Yo, I was gonna say, Yard, bro, you be having some crazy receipts, bro. This gotta be stacked, bro. He be having receipts on like every single thing, every topic. Dude, Yard is like low key underrated, bro. Like, dang, bro, this guy
underrated. It's just he gotta stop. He gotta stop showing that he evolved.
Nah,
you
know what it is.
You gotta stop showing that he evolved from a dog.
The only reason Yard, the only reason Yard doesn't talk is because of the whole stuttering thing. If it wasn't for that, bro, this guy would be like a top apologist easily.
Bro becomes canonized, bro.
Yeah.
Bro would literally become canonized. He need like an Aaron or something. He need like an Aaron. You get what I'm saying? He need like an Aaron to speak for. You want me to be your Aaron Yard? I'll be your Aaron. I'll apologize for you. Just tell me what to say. I'll pretend to be you.
Moses, in the Old Testament, he actually had a speech. He had speech like problems. Aaron, yeah, Aaron was actually the one that spoke for him.
Exactly. I'm be your Aaron. I'm gonna be your Aaron. I'm gonna pretend to be you.
No, facts. This dude be having all the receipts. He just needs somebody to talk for him. That's literally it.
Exactly. And I love talking all day, every day. I'm available all times. And I'm gonna go off script. He gonna get mad. You think Aaron ever went off script, bro? You think Aaron ever went off script? You think Aaron ever went off script? I'm not even gonna lie to Hi.
Yeah, what's up?
I hate to say this, especially around a servant, but I mean I got all the evidence, but do you ever doubt the church?
Yo,
I got all the evidence for it, bro. It's just like,
nah, yeah, but
do you ever think like, am I in the right church? Like, do I know 100%?
I mean, the thing is, bro, you gotta understand that like a lot of people are already gonna have certain false premises like sola scriptura. So it's like you have to start at the foundation, so to speak, of their beliefs. Like if you're talking with any Protestant, you need to start with the foundation of their beliefs, because as long as their beliefs are built on a foundation like sola scriptura, it doesn't really matter how much evidence you show them; they're not necessarily going to take it. So you need to debunk the very foundation they have in the first place to convince people, because that's how it was for me. Like when I was hardcore Protestant, I never took any evidence that people showed me
That wasn't in the Bible.
because they never attacked the foundation of what I believe. Whenever you talk to people, you should give objections to the foundation of the things that they believe, because nobody ever attacked the foundation. But once people debunk me on sola scriptura, which is the foundation for Protestantism, right? That's really one of the core doctrines. Then that's what made me question everything. I'm like, okay, now I got to look into the ancient church. Like, you got to understand, of course, people aren't going to care. People aren't going to care really much about what the church fathers say or what the church says when they already have sola scriptura as their foundation. That makes sense.
I don't want to go back, but I'm saying, like, do you ever have your own personal doubts still? Or are you like 100% confident? Like I know deep down I'm in like this is God's church, but it's like sometimes I just think like, is it like, am I really, really, really supposed to be here? Am I really, 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 really supposed to be here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever feel like that time? Or you just like, you just 100% sure?
I mean, I'm pretty much convinced. Like from the
I'm
very
convinced, bro. I can see
to the point.
churches every day.
I mean, I was to the point, bro, where I don't see myself. I don't see myself going back to Protestantism. Like, that's done, bro.
What about
like
Orthodoxy? What about Orthodoxy?
It's between Roman Catholicism and Orthodoxy. Well, I mean, as of right now, I'm pretty convinced of Roman Catholicism. The only thing that would make me, the only thing that would probably make me go back to Orthodoxy at this point is if, like, I don't know. This is hypothetical because I don't think it would actually happen, but like Pope Francis comes out and says Arianism is true, and then he binds the church to it or something like that. Or it gets to the point where the church has to separate from them or something. Like something so drastic and extreme where it makes me question papal infallibility. But since that's never happened, I mean, I don't, like, that's a hypothetical.
Have you ever looked into Anglicanism?
I did for a little bit, but I'm telling you, bro, the problem that the Anglicans have, they're high church, they're high church Protestants that
Sorry about
have
that. I'm back
Catholic.
now.
You know Anglicans, literally have they believe in Catholic doctrines, bro.
What are you
Like,
saying?
they literally do. But like, why can't they be saved? Because they like basically they just do what we do. It's just they just
Who we
not under the light, I guess.
Yo, update me. What's going on?
Oh, we're just talking about church and stuff.
Just
Like,
talk about we was talking about the ancient church. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, no, the thing is redemption is that there's a possibility for them to be saved. That's why
Aren't
they're
they
so.
just like British Catholics, bro?
What happened?
Aren't they
What?
just like off-brand British Catholics?
Yo, no. I said that too, bro. This, because I would never want to offend an Anglican, but I actually use kind of like an analogy almost. You know how you go to the store, you know how you have the main brand, and then you have like
off-brand.
then you have like the off brand or the value brand, bro. That's literally like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. That's kind of what the Anglicanism is, bro. It's just a value brand Catholicism. That's all. That's all it is, dude.
It's like watered
That's all
down
it is.
Kool-Aid.
Like when I looked into Anglicanism and Lutheranism, that's the only reason why I even started to look into like the Catholic and Orthodox churches, because like what you're gonna notice really quickly, if you look at the earliest Protestants, like the Reformers, like John Calvin and Martin Luther, all these dudes, bro, they literally held to a lot of the Catholic doctrine. They didn't even disagree. Like that's why I just think it's so hilarious when Protestants try to attack the Catholic Church, but their founders don't even agree with them.
Yeah. And then okay, so do you think it will be a lot of Anglicans and Orthodox people in heaven?
Do I think there'll be a lot of people?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or do you think it's gonna be rare? Because I can honestly see God letting them slide because we borderline the same. Like you're real close.
All right, real quick.
Hey,
Do you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
What verse in the Bible, or what verses or passages in the Bible, do you think will directly characterize the type of people who are going to go to heaven?
It's a lot of verses. It's a multitude. And basically, one thing that's important is faith and obedience. And true faith, you must be obedient to God. The Bible says that the pillar of truth is in the church. He also told Peter that he said, "You are Peter, and on this rock I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." He gave Peter the keys to heaven, and Peter, well, we believe Peter was the first pope, which he was, but we know that Peter established the church, the Catholic Church, and basically, the pillars of truth is in the Catholic Church, and that's where you get the truth from. It's just a lot of people try to make it look bad or pervert it because it's the true church, and the devil really hates it, and he's trying to make us look bad. But 50% of Christians are Catholic because the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church, and they know what the truth is that deep down. But basically,
The reason I bring that up is because there is this Bible passage, right? What book is it? It is, well, it's like, what is it? Maybe
so
Corinthians.
the way that you're saved is to go to the Catholic Church and believe in Jesus and stop sinning.
But we have Corinthians, right? Corinthians 6, 9 through 11, I think. Chapter 6, verses 9 through 11.
Yep.
1 Corinthians.
What did it say?
I mean, it's the no fornicator, no idolaters, no adulterers.
Yeah.
Yada yada.
If you do that, you're going to hell.
Yada, yada. Huh?
If you do that, you're going to hell.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. So, if you're everything, if you are, I think that is essentially anything that is a salvation issue. Everything.
Yeah. So basically, if you're a Christian, if you're, this is pretty controversial, but I know you've heard of like free grace, one tape always save, that type of stuff. Like that stuff is dangerous, by the way, for obvious reasons. But the way I look at it is, we see all throughout the Bible, right? There's plenty of warnings There's plenty of warnings for Christians. Certain sins that they cannot practice. Right? It's in Galatians 5 as well. Right.
Those are them, right? Right there.
Paul literally gives a list. He gives a list of sins. And he says that if you practice these things, that you won't inherit the kingdom of God. Right. He says like idolatry, fornication. Like he gives a long list. But I mean, I would say that the people that are going to be saved, obviously, it's going to be people who are living a holy life for God, right? They're striving after righteousness, right? And then obviously from our point of view, we'd say, you know, people out there who are, you know, because they're genuinely good people and like that exist in other denominations. Like Catholics have this teaching that if people are ignorant, like invincibly ignorant, they don't really know anything about the church or the teachings, that God can overlook that and he can still save them. Type of thing. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. But if you have, like, look, you've been given the chance to go to church, to learn about it, you reject it, and you the pillars of truth has been made known to you, and you still decide to reject it, then that could be that is a salvation issue. But it could be people in other denominations who don't know anything about the church, and they could still be saved out of ignorance if they're a good person. Pretty much.
Okay, do you think somebody can? All right, so I say the most important part of that, right, of making it to the inheriting the kingdom is being righteous, right? So do you believe that a person do you believe a person can be a fornicator and be righteous?
No, definitely not. You can't just be like out here practicing fornication and practicing like, no, bro, you're not. Like if somebody's practicing sin like that, no, they're not.
What if it's like it's their first girlfriend? They are, you know, it's their first girlfriend.
They're like young or something.
Yeah. They don't
know any better.
Yeah, but they're fornicating. They're having sex with their girlfriend, and they die without.
Let's say they died the next day. Yeah, God could save them because they didn't know any better. But that's up to God.
But don't you think that would? I think the only way that could ever happen is God will save them, even if they don't know, is if they were righteous anyway.
He's giving
naive, a fornicator.
It will have to be good kids.
He's giving a different hypothetical. He's saying like, what if they fornicated and then in the middle of fornicating, I don't know, they get a heart attack or something and they just die. In that, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna keep it a stack. Like that's the more like that's kind of a situation that's not likely to happen. But if you want me to be honest,
dying in sin.
Like, I know. If somebody literally dying in sin like that, then it's probably not going to be looking too good for them, especially because it's fornication, bro.
They didn't know any better. He's saying they didn't know any better in their children.
They
were young.
Redemption. Hold on, but you gotta understand though. You know, even in the Catholic Church, we have like the mortal and the venial sin, bro. Like, fornication is that'd be considered a mortal sin.
All right, so let me say this. So what I'm trying to ask is there a way that you can be a fornicator and be righteous?
No, technically that would be an unrighteous act. No.
Well, when you say a fornicator, you mean somebody who hasn't repented, correct?
Yeah.
Like they haven't repented of it?
Yeah.
Because if they haven't repented of it, then no, they wouldn't be righteous.
Well, how does a kid repent if they don't know that it's a sin in the first place?
Right.
My God.
Because that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like
a kid.
He's saying if a kid
obviously like a teenager.
If a kid fornicated, they didn't know any better. There's like
14, 15.
No, bro.
14, 15, you're going to hell.
These guys, bro. I tell y'all talking about.
You know better. Like at 14, 15, you know better. You know better at 14, 15. Now, if we're talking about 7, then they're going to heaven, bro. They ain't know no better.
Bro, what type of kid is doing that at 7? Well,
unfortunately, it's very sad.
That actually happens, but
Like my best friend personally, he lost his shit at 8.
Damn.
I'm like, what?
Well,
I lost mine. I lost mine
if
at 14.
Well, it depends on the situation. I'd say that's a little bit more of a gray area, only because if they're that young, it's questionable if they even have the age of like
Accountability.
age of accountability or like age of reason. I'd say a hypothetical like that you're giving.
They had a heart attack. You're like,
that's more of a gray area, and like even with that, like you got to understand that usually with those types of situations, like a kid that young is not like their brain isn't, they're not mature enough to even be able to make a decision like that. Nine times out of 10, it could have been peer pressure or could have been manipulation. Like they don't just, you know what I'm saying? They don't think that type of decision through when they do that type of stuff. So I would say that's more of a gray area.
I do believe. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this guy.
Well,
in the
my
chat
girl
real
used
quick.
to be like a lesbian.
I do believe that
used to eat
baptism. I don't believe it saves you.
Oh, never mind.
My
girl didn't used to eat mad pussy. My bad. She used to get her pussy ate. My bad. I was tripping.
So what?
Like, bro, she was like a child.
Oh, don't repeat that, bro.
She would literally get head as a child, bro. That was kind of nasty.
This guy, dude.
Like, no, because her friend, because I'm not gonna get into detail, but her friend was getting like touched at home. So like whenever she hung out with like my girl when they were kids, they used to like do some like wild stuff.
See, and that's the fucking I mean, that's the very sad part of, like, that's the sad reality of this shit. Is like, I mean, me personally, I think there's no, because I feel like the ultimate where you would contextualize somebody, or the type of person I see is going into heaven is a righteous person.
Well,
now,
I
what
see
makes
a person with a good heart going to heaven.
Not even if you're not a fornicator. Say, I feel like you can do none of those things on that list and still not be a righteous person, right? You can.
It's all about your heart, bro. It's about.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing is to be righteous in your
heart. You gotta do what you think is right. It's not always doing what is right.
Yeah, some
people don't know.
Some people don't know.
So
I feel like if you're a righteous person,
so you have to have a good heart. That's just the way to sum it up.
No, but I'm just saying,
here's the thing.
I'm saying he's giving like extreme hypotheticals, bro. I didn't think he was gonna say like kids and stuff. I thought he was talking about like adults, bro.
Because that's like, we can admit that, I mean, most adults would say kids are innocent, right? But innocence and righteousness is not the same thing.
Well, we believe in the age of accountability, like the age of the age of reason. Like you have to reach.
You don't believe there could be an innocent 14-year-old?
Depends. Depends on the situation. Like if she made the choice, to fornicate, then no, she'd be responsible for it. But
like once you're 13, you're mad accountable.
If it's like peer pressure, or if it's like she was manipulated, or it's against her will, that might be a little bit different.
If she gets raped, bro, then
but if she chose it, like it was all her. Like nobody forced her to do it, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna do it." Then she'd probably be held accountable for that. Like,
yeah, bro. Make sure you guys get y'all some virgins like I did, because my wife, bro, it's so
you just
good.
said she like.
Only nigga up in here.
But didn't you just?
I mean, it's the females up in there, but no other dudes besides me.
You know what? That's a W in this world. That's a W. I ain't even gonna lie. In this world, that's a W.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This might sound biased. But I think the only people that deserve virgins are virgins. Like, if you ain't a virgin, bro,
I wasn't a virgin when I met her.
If you're not a virgin, I don't think you deserve him. I don't think you deserve a virgin. I think you need to get, you know what I'm saying?
No, bro, that's nasty. I don't want no girl hooping.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. I was tired of.
Think about how the virgin.
I wanted something fresh.
They save themselves. They never been with anybody. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro.
No,
that's just a personal
I used to be wild back in my day, but then when I got older, I wanted to settle down.
That's just a personal opinion, by the way. Like that's
I want it.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Like if you're a virgin, only virgins deserve virgins.
People can't believe it, but I'm a virgin.
Imagine, bro.
What?
Wait, Mo.
Shut up.
Let me.
Nah, it's like
What you
just
waiting
because
for?
I've never been stupid. I was homeschooled, so I saw all the bull. Like I saw it. Like I was
waiting
homeschooled, and I was in the same apartments with these people who were in school. So I saw what they were going through, having sex and shit in school, and doing all this whole shit, and guys running through other teenage girls, and it's just an ugly look, dude.
Bro, I'm not
And
gonna lie,
luckily,
bro.
and it's like you can only see that on your own if you're not in it.
I used to be a player back in my day, bro. I had like when I first met my
It's
woman.
not a flex, bro.
When I first met my woman, bro, I had
That's
like
not a
5
flex.
I done it like 100 times. With Tyler.
This man,
With
this man,
Tyler.
low key, this man smiling upon these memories.
He went to Los Homies. Oh, facts. Tell Ty join back because we need to talk about the Trinity. We got off topic. Like, bye bye. Hey, Yard, bro. I need you to add some levels. Yard, can you add levels to the server, bro? What'd you say?
Why are you like this, bro? Stop. Where did Ty just go? Whoa!
Yard, turn your camera on, bro. I want to see what you look like.
You're
I want to
being a
see
reviler right now.
Yard, bro. I want to see you go. I want to see.
You're being a reviler right now. That's so mean. Why would you say that?
I want to see that on your face, bro. You go.
No, that is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, bro. My bad, bro.
Are you married to your girlfriend yet?
Oh yeah, I'm married.
Like governmentally or?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Bang, bang. I'm gonna send some pictures on the chat. Hey, but bro, Yard, bro, please, can you please add levels? Cause like we need to get more peeps up in the thing. Okay, okay. What about
That's pretty homosexual.
There's weak hadith. No, the worst hadith is fabricated hadith, which is a complete lie. It was invented, right? And then there's weak hadith, which the people who are narrating it are considered weak in hadith. They don't have good memory.
I can't see because I'm at the center. My picks to the chat. What the hell? Yeah. Hey, bro, can I get a shooby? Somebody say shooby.
No.
Say shooby.
You don't deserve a shoebie.
Brother, how old are you?
You said what?
How old are you, brother?
21.
20. You 21?
Yeah.
22, 21, 21. We gonna get married, bro.
Just as soon as possible.
You talk.
Wait, am I 21? I might be 22.
That boy is slow, fast.
I don't keep count, dude. I don't care. It
That
doesn't
boy
matter.
don't care about his
I'm not
age.
Jesus, bro.
Facts. He's
No
just
one's documenting me.
You need someone to
I'm
document
just
your
waiting for the
age.
resurrection, bro. That's all. I'm just waiting for the revelations, bro. Whenever that comes, that's how old I am.
Bro don't care about his age. He just want to be infinite.
Yeah, I just want to be infinite, bro.
He just waiting for that day.
All right, I got a question for you, bro. What do you think on the phrase "till the heavens and earth pass away"? Do you think that means it'll never pass away, or do you think that means God has something else in store?
That already happened.
What?
The heaven and earth already passed. No, he's not.
Well, yeah, but the earth can be destroyed and there still be if like we can still be on this earth.
I think this earth is gonna be remade.
And it would still be new.
I think whenever we resurrect, we're gonna have a shut up. Okay, when we talk. Okay.
Are you being racist?
But monkey, all right, man. I'm trying to that I think for the resurrection, that basically we're gonna be on this earth right here, but it's gonna be perfect like the Garden of Eden. And then also the resurrection, our bodies. I don't think it's gonna be a completely new spirit body. I think that our bodies are just going to be glorified. So I think our bodies are going to literally come out of our graves or out of dust, and God's going to like put it back together, and we're going to have those type of bodies, and we're going to basically have the bodies we had here, but they're going to be perfect, and incorruptible. So we're still going to have like human like bodies, and we're going to walk around the earth, and it's going to be like how Earth was supposed to be. Pretty much. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that the new bodies are simply just going to be our bodies that we already have.
I think they'll be different.
I think they'll just be renewed.
For sure, I think they'll be a different size. I think
Maybe.
they'll be a different size. Why? Because Nephilim were a different size.
Oh, Nephilim are fake. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you have you ever thought about reading Enoch?
Yeah, I really do want to read it. I gotta get
bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're just like hungry and you're just like, I know this thing is fake as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's not a real Eucharist. It's not a Eucharist at all. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean,
yeah, but like,
but if you're like assenting to what they're saying, then you should go to confession. Yeah.
But I think like in case like they don't perceive you as being in communion with them,